This is Good Morning Cincinnati, live on Local 12.
Coming up on Good Morning Cincinnati in our 9 o'clock hour on Local 12, not all fats are created equal. Dr. Jonny Bowden, the nutrition myth buster, will join us to explain that. Also, our friend
cuts through all the noise about what's good for us and what's not. This morning, the nutrition myth buster, Jonny Bowden, wants to clear the air about dietary fats. And Dr. Jonny is with us via Zoom. So good to see you again, Dr. Jonny. So what is a healthy fat?
A healthy fat is one that hasn't been damaged. That's the whole premise of our book, Smart Fat. It's not about whether it's saturated or not. It's not about whether it comes from an animal or a seed oil. It's whether or not it's been damaged. So you can take these highly inflammatory omega-6 fats that we've been told to consume so much of, the vegetable oils, the corn oils, the soybean oils, and you use them in a restaurant, fry them up, cool them down, fry them up, cool them down, keep the oil for a week. You have made a toxic waste dump of bad fat. What we need to do is switch to much healthier fats, such as the ones I brought here, the full-fat dairies, the palm oil, the ghee, the butter, and I'll explain in a minute. Those do not make us fat. They do not make us sick. They do not give us diseases. What does is the hormones that are triggered by these very bad fats that we've been consuming far too many of.
Well, so what are the benefits of eating the healthy fats, and is there a certain way we need to eat them, like with other foods and things like that?
Well, glad you asked. So the premise that we came up with during writing The Great Cholesterol Myth was that we've been looking at the wrong problem. We've been looking at, as fat, at cholesterol as something that causes heart disease. In fact, these different foods we eat stimulate hormones. Hormones are what make us fat. And the hormones that are stimulated by junk food and by vegetable oils and by cereals and pastas and breads are the ones that make us fat. So the reason that these fats are so good for us is they don't stimulate the fat-storing hormones. They don't stimulate inflammation. I used palm oil as an example because it's one of the most maligned fats, and it's so good for you. It's sustainable because it comes from Malaysia. This even says product of Malaysia. They do not harm the forest. They protect the forest. They don't harm the environment. And it's red because it's loaded with these nutrients like carotenoids and tocotrienols that protect the brain. Full-fat dairy.